Hello, everybody. Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in on you. Hope everybody has had an unbelievable week. I hope that you're off to a great start of enjoying your weekend, whatever that entails. First, before I get started, I want to remind you that today at noon, I am holding a master class for breaking the curse of procrastination. That's one of the most devastating forces right now in stopping people from achieving the heights that they are designed to achieve. Procrastination is the thief of time. You are sitting, you have ideas, that there are things you should be doing beyond what you're doing. You know there's a level beyond where you are. There is more to so many different facets, your career, your finances, your relationships, your state, uh, and you know that it's there. And there's this thing you need to do and you won't do it. There's this step you need to take and you won't take it. There's this move you need to make and you won't make it. And it's costing you your destiny. Right now is your last chance. Enroll in this course. It's at noon today. We are going to break down the causes of procrastination. We're going to talk to you about your specific issues and why you think you procrastinate. We're going to identify some things, but we're going to teach you some proven techniques of overcoming procrastination by building solid new behavioral habits and then changing your thought processes. And we're going to show you how to do that. What I'm going to do with you today, if you sign up today, I am going to give you a free rapid change breakthrough session so that you can sit down with me after you go through the course and follow up and make sure you understand everything and to get you prepared. That's a $350 value for free. The course is $99.99, $100. Sign up today. It could literally change your life. I am not exaggerating. I'm not being superfluous. I'm telling you that I see more people stalled out because they simply won't make a move. You have to make the move. Even Providence is waiting on you. Providence is on the other side of your first move. You've got to take action and you got to be consistent in it. So do that. I want to talk to you real briefly. I'm not going to even be long. I want to talk to you about anxiety. Anxiety can be one of the most crippling things that happens. Anxiety, worry, fear, panic. You know, so many people are facing so many uncertainties, and a lot of people get caught up in thinking and worrying about things that actually never even happen. Do you realize that 60% of the things that you worry about never happen? Do you realize that probably 25% of 25% of the things you worry about have already happened and you're still holding on to them, you're still stressing and you're worried about them. So that leaves very little. That's roughly about 6 to 7% of true threat to you that could be an issue. But do you realize that when you truly understand who you are, when you truly understand the nature of your design, when you truly understand that there's a higher power, a higher source that you can tap into, that there's absolutely nothing that can stop you, absolutely nothing that can take you out? I'm telling you, I've been in some places, I've encountered some things, I've had to go through some things. Hell, I'm going through something right now. But what I can tell you is that when you understand that there's a higher source, that when you see the anxiety comes from the uncertainty and the fear. The anxiety comes from the accumulation of worry and trepidation, and it's a buildup, and it can even lead to a panic attack. But what you have to understand is that there are some things you can do to calm yourself. Learn how to breathe correctly. I teach that. Learn how to arrest your thoughts. There's a verse in the Bible, one of my favorite verses, and it says that though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare aren't carnal, but they're mighty in God for the pulling down of strongholds. And then it says, casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity, into the obedience of Christ, bringing every thought into captivity. There's so much psychology in ancient scripture, not just the Bible, but ancient scripture, period, and ancient literature that shows you that while the sciences may not have been explained or called what we call them today, that people understood the power of the thought, the power of speech. You can literally change your speech, and you can change your emotions. You can change your thought patterns. You can change your emotions. If you're capable of changing your emotions, you're capable of changing your current situation and quieting the anxiety. I put a link in the description box to an article that I wrote with some real simple steps that you can follow that's going to help you curb your anxiety. For those of you who are dealing with severe anxiety, I suggest that you reach out to me, set up a time to meet with me, and I will talk to you, and we can determine whether or not there's something deeper and something more serious that you need to worry about. What you have to do is you got to stop allowing your mind to run away from you. You got to stop allowing your mind to jump out in front of you. You got to stop. You have the ability to control your thoughts, but when you don't control your thoughts, your brain is so powerful and so immense, it can move in warp speed and produce thoughts. You have about 70,000 thoughts a day, most of which you're unaware of. That's because your brain can produce them, and your brain is, and your mind is going, and you're moving about your day. But what happens is some of those thoughts creep up, and they're the wrong thoughts. Then they can take over, and then you start worrying. You ever had it just creep up on you? You don't know where it came from. It's because of these subconscious thoughts. We call them cognitions. And what you've got to do is you've got to learn how to bring your thoughts into captivity. You've got to learn how to be in control of your thinking. You've got to learn how to manage it. And the way you do that is you start your day thinking right. You start your day talking right. You start your day being in the right frame of mind. Deborah, that is, if I'm not mistaken, that Second Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3 through 5. Um, and so what you're doing is you are in a place where you've got to arrest the thoughts. You got to bring it into captivity. You got to say, so in other words, if something is moving against something that you are holding true for yourself, something that you are believing for yourself, something that you are desiring for yourself, if a thought comes in and opposes it, you dismiss it and you replace it with a thought that supports it. You have the ability to do that. Your brain cannot stop you if you assert yourself. You've got to learn how to arrest those negative thoughts. You've got to learn how to arrest those cognitive interpolations that come in and try to snatch away your calmness, your sanctity, your peace. I encourage you, take action. I encourage you to stand up. I encourage you to start to believe and connect with a source that's so much more powerful, a source that will give you everything that you need to overcome anything you encounter. There's nothing you're going to face in this world that you cannot overcome. One of the ways that I have gone through some of the most difficult times in my life, including right now, is to look at myself in the mirror and say, you're built for this. You are built for this. I may not even have the answer at the time, but I know I'm built for it. And if I can just remind myself, you got this, it's not going to break you. Matter of fact, you're going to be better when you come through it. It can't destroy you. You're going to be more prepared when you come through it. Then it comes, and it's a place that it's sometimes that things have been so crazy, and yet I've been so calm that people who are around me that knew what was going on were telling me I was in denial. No, I'm in a space of pure spiritual confidence, of knowing that I was designed to overcome this particular obstacle in my life, and that if I remained faithful to my purpose, if I remained faithful to my creator, if I remained faithful to my destiny, that there was absolutely nothing that could stop me. And so that's the mindset you got to give. That's the mindset you got to build. That's what I do with my clients is I want them to see the power inside of themselves, and that power inside of them transcends any obstacle on the outside. When we can deal with and work with and fix what's wrong on the inside, the enemy on the outside can't do anything to us. It can do no harm to us when we have what we need working like it should be working on the inside. So I challenge every last person. I challenge every last person that has been struggling with anxiety, struggling with worry, struggling with fear, to square your shoulders, hold your head up. Read that article. That article is powerful. There's also some other resources in there, but read that article. The link is in the description box. For those of you who know you should be doing things that you aren't doing, don't sit over there and pass up on this opportunity to be to really get, I mean, some unbelievable support in overcoming your proclivity to procrastinate. That's a habit. It's not going to be easily broken, but it can be broken. And I help people do it. I'll show you how. The link is in the description box. If you do it now, I'm going to give you a rapid change breakthrough session, which is going to be a follow-up. I'm going to give that to you. That's $350 for free. Sign up now. I'm about to jump off and go prepare for this session because it's going to be happening in about 3 hours. So I'm going to go prepare for it. That's noon Central Standard Time. Sign up. Now, here's the beautiful thing about it. It's being recorded. So even if you can't make it today, the recording will be available to you. And I want you to take advantage of it. So even if you don't show up today, the recording will be available and you'll still get the free $350 follow-up. On that note, I'm out of here. Everybody have an unbelievable day. Hold on one second. Somebody just dropped in. I want to make sure thank you, Helen. Thank you so much. Look, there's so much work to do, but you can't get the things done that need to be done by sitting still. It's time that you take action. It's time that you invest yourself. It's time that you commit yourself. The things that you're going to achieve in this life are going to be dependent upon one thing: finishing, starting and finishing consistently over and over and over again. You're going to have some awesome moments. You're going to have some down moments. You're going to have some moments where nothing can stop you. You're going to get some bumps and some bruises. That's life. Your goal is to wake up every day and answer the bell. Your goal is to wake up every day and push forward. Your goal every day is to never, ever give up on your destiny. So I'm challenging every last person who watches this. It's time to make a move. On that note, look, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Go run and do a couple of things, get my head right, get back in, get set up for this course. Again, the link is in the description box. Sign up within 30 minutes to between 15 and 30 minutes of the session. You will receive an attendance link where you can log in and join. And we're going to make it happen starting at noon straight up. So again, make it happen. On that note, I'm out of here. You guys have an unbelievable day.